So, money is a very important aspect in our lives. So, how are we supposed to grapple with this concept of money? Oh, Lord. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Got this guy over here trying to come across as some type of financial guru, trying to tell us how we supposed to feel about money. I thought we were supposed to be talking about, investing or stocks, side hustles, the good stuff. Well, just settle down, cowboy. We will eventually. But first, we just need to clear the table and reveal and try to construct a proper foundation of how we should treat our finances, okay? The only viewpoint or worldview that I can speak about is that of a biblical worldview, looking through the lens of the Bible to see and seek what God has to say about it. Okay. All right. I'm listening. So in my research, I uncovered a little over 70 verses dealing with anything from the rich, the poor, wealth, giving, greed, good works, boasting, and more. If you're young, you need to find out what God says about money. If you're in your 30s, you need to find out what God says about money. If you're a parent, if you're a grandparent, or if you're in your later years, you still need to find out what God says about money. As you can imagine, God is the ultimate authority over our finances. Well, why do you say that? If you're a Christian, what percentage of your money goes to God? Or what percentage of your money does God own? First, based on the word of God, God owns it all. Psalms 24:1 states, "The earth is the Lord's and all it contains, the world and those who dwell in it." The cluster of words "and all it contains" is literally one word in the Old Testament meaning fullness, multitude, or entire contents. Suffice to say, God owns it all. In Psalm 50 verses 10 through 12 it states, "For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know every bird in the mountains, and everything that moves in the field is mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine and all it contains." And second, God made us all. John 1 verses 1 through 3 states, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and apart from him, nothing came into being that has not come into being." In Proverbs 22:2 it says, "The rich and the poor have a common bond. The Lord is maker of them all." So you're saying not only does God own it all, he made us all too. That's correct.
Third, God controls it all.
Now turn to 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 7. Look at the table of contents. So this is just after Hannah's prayer just been answered. And after the Lord granted her a son, right? You know the story. After the Lord granted her a son, in her prayer, one of the things that she mentioned is that the Lord makes poor and rich. He brings low, he also exalts. And fourth, you can't take it with you. So I'm pretty sure that you've heard this expression that you'll never, ever see a U-Haul lined up in a funeral procession. I actually have. No, you haven't. Yes, I did. My cousin, he didn't have insurance, and, we just all chipped in because we couldn't afford a hearse. And we just rented a U-Haul truck, put them in the back. What I'm simply trying to say is that in light of the fact that God has created everything, he owns everything, he controls everything, and when you die, you can't take it with you. So, to summarize, God owns it all, he made us all, he controls it all, and you can't take it with you.